This means. Okay, girl. Y'all ready? Let's get it together. This is our time. Yes! All right now. Yes!
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
All right.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you
Okay. Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how
Here
you
we
feel.
go. When the road is bumpy and everything is shaky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all on the path, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
Okay, okay.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The revelation, the truth, the real, the tell you how you feel.
We out.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 L&L show. It's hot. 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 Taste it hot. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmations. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your pop-up. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite to truth. Have you woo? Elijah, favorite nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana, Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, listen.
It's the love
Hey,
and live
hey,
show. It's the love and live show.
love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay up and live. Get up and stay up and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and show.
Routine.
The love and show. And live. Love and live.
Yep. This is Love and Live
All right.
Welcome
in, everybody. Welcome
What's
in.
going on over here?
There's a what? There's a what?
Club
It's a
going on.
club going on right here.
Right
Right
here.
now, this
Right
instant,
now, it's
this
a
very
club.
moment.
Yes.
All right, it's a club. Welcome in the club,
Welcome
everybody.
in. Welcome in.
All right.
Okay.
So you already know what day it is today.
Yes.
You
It
know.
is Lenora, Queen Lenora's day. Yes, beautiful day. I love it.
I was only talking about that day. What day of the
That's
week
the
is
most
it?
important day.
What day of the week is it?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday usually means what here on the Love and Live show?
It means Queen Lenora Day.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
just saying that's what I take out of every Wednesday. I'm like, oh, it's Queen Lenora's Day. Well, I do that Monday through Sunday too.
I don't think this is a tradition we have.
It
Here
is
on
a tradition on Love and Live
show.
Love and Live show. Queen Lenora, she loves and lives.
No, something
Each
wrong
day
with this
as
equation.
if it were her last.
Wait.
Like
all
I'm
right.
just saying, that's what she does.
You got the dollars back. I'm not understanding what you're trying to say right
Hey
now.
everybody, today is Queen Lenora's Day. How are you? Welcome in to the Love and Live show. We have Prince King / somebody over here named Elijah.
Oh,
And
dang.
it's just a wonderful day. The sun is coming out and it's cold. And it is just one of those days that we are here to celebrate you guys. Yeah.
All right,
Give
so
yourself a round of applause.
round of applause to everybody.
And you know what else I have to say?
What do you have to say?
As it is Queen Lenora's Day, I have gifts for everybody.
Okay.
It is relationship advice where you give me all the relationship questions, and me and Elijah will answer them to our best abilities.
Okay, now. All right. Well, hey. All right. I'm understanding that part. Now you get somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm
I
feeling
was trying
that
to teach
part.
you guys stuff, but you guys are not ready to learn.
I don't know.
I need
if
you
that's
guys
the
to
case.
get up on it. It's relationship advice, and you've been playing around.
Ooh,
Woo! I am so tired.
I'm
of
telling
doing
you,
folks.
some people get on live and don't
And
know
don't
how
know
to
how to act.
And
And
we
we're
got-
working on it.
we
See,
got-
he got his little hair done.
We got
And now
somebody
this is how
over
he
here
act. Y'all didn't
just
know.
going crazy over here.
Yeah, he like,
Lenore
I need you to slow down.
she can't manage herself. It seems like something's going on. But anyway,
Hi,
you
y'all.
trained her.
So, y'all
Yeah,
say
we
goodbye
see-
to Chris.
We see
It's
she hasn't
gonna
been well
Everybody
trained.
came on Chris.
But anyway, it's relationship advice with the foolishness aside. Here we are. We got the whole chat in here. Let's get to the people in
Let's
the
get
chat.
to the people. I'm tired
All
of
right,
talking
so,
to you. Like, there's people out here ready to talk.
All right, well, starting from the top, you know who we have in here?
We
have
have
got
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Sweetheart is in here asking, how are you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
We're doing good over here. We're doing good.
Elijah's doing
All
very
right.
well.
Oh, I didn't know I was doing very well.
Yeah, you're doing very
You
well.
just had to inform me I was doing very well.
I was on her to tell Sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
You should make sure you are right.
Well,
You're kind of crazy. And she's really concerned about how crazy you are. So
Now, I don't know who allowed Queen Lenore to not take her medication today, but I'm sorry for her, the way she's acting, for lack of better
I didn't want
words.
to take your pills
But,
anymore.
but
I was
anyway,
like, I'm not taking anybody's pills anymore.
but anyway, we're going to roll out the blue carpet for this next
Oh,
one.
let's roll it out.
We got our boy, Prince Daniel! Woo! We got Prince Daniel here. He said, hey,
Yeah.
Queen and Elijah, what's going on, Prince Daniel?
Yeah, see, I told
Nice
you she
seeing
asked
you
about
in
you
here.
right there, see?
Sweetheart said, how are you doing today, nephew? I'm good. I'm
I
good.
told you. That's
Well,
what I said.
like she answered earlier, I'm doing really good.
Very well.
Yeah, very well. Very well. We got Prince Daniel. He said, roll out the blue
Blue
carpet.
carpet.
The prince is here.
That's right.
All right,
Prince
Prince
in the
Daniel.
building.
All right, Sweetheart came with a question. Do you like hot sauce, nephew? I do, but Queen Lenore tries to kill me with the hot sauce that she makes. And in those situations, I don't like it very much.
What?
We got
I didn't know that.
You
go first.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, King.
Oh my goodness.
Act like you
it
don't
took
know the
forever.
song.
It's like what
Because
do
you go first.
Anyway, we got
That's LLC. I love it.
All right, we got Unbiased in here. She said, hey, Queen and
Hey.
King and chat.
Hey.
What's going on, Unbiased? It's nice seeing you in here today.
Yeah, y'all don't know. Y'all didn't take Unbiased out. She made some earrings with the embroidery. I'm too scared of the embroidery, so I just watch
you
her.
get a little spook from that?
No, I'm just like, I don't want to do the embroidery. It
Oh,
just
you're
looks
not-
like too much.
Yeah, you're not feeling all that.
No.
Okay.
I leave it to my sis Unbiased to check her out.
I mean, she be doing it. She be doing it over there.
Her thing.
All right, well, you know, we got to welcome in somebody. It's our favorite cookie critter in here. We've got Oreo Mouse. Hey. Welcome in, Oreo. Oreo says, hello, love and live. How are you doing today?
Doing good.
And saying hello to everybody. We good. We good. All right.
You gonna be ready for the coloring contest, right, Oreo? We only waiting on one thing, then you get the coloring contest. Don't worry. Okay.
All right. You know, we gotta welcome somebody else in here.
Who?
She be cooking and crafting.
Oh, that's my girl.
All right. And when she on here, she be laughing. We've got Tampa Barbecue Queen. Tampa. She's in here. She said it's a party.
Yeah.
Hey, family. What's good, Tampa?
Y'all gotta get ready for Tampa. Y'all don't know.
Come on now, she a barbecue queen.
She gonna barbecue, make you a hat and a mug, all at the same time.
All of the above. All right, Unbiased came through, said, you know, it's relationship advice.
That's what I'm trying to
She
tell
answered
you.
the question while you was kind of beating around the bush and acting up. But anyway,
She just set you free. Have y'all not heard about that?
Sweetheart wanted to let us know that she went to the movie today with her mom.
Was it good?
All right, she said, my hair is nice. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Prince Daniel said Elijah act different with his hair down.
Thank you.
Listen, Prince Daniel.
Thank
Prince
you. So they
Daniel.
just didn't notice that.
You
That's
act,
all I'm
I
trying
think
to
it's
say.
Queen Lenora.
Nope.
All right, I think
Nope.
Queen Lenora see me act, and she
Nope.
just start acting up when
Nope.
she see me like this. But anyway, we gonna reel it in for this next one.
Reel it in.
It's a big catch. We got MLW Fishing Man, and he is fishing.
Now, I kind of want a halibut. Because halibut is expensive. So if you could just fish over and give me a halibut, that'd be nice. Just ship it on dry ice and send it to me in Portland.
Okay.
It's halibut.
That's what you want.
Because halibut is expensive in the store.
I mean, does he have it in this area?
I don't know.
He's a fisherman. I guess we'll have to see.
We gotta find it.
All right, we're going to welcome in this next wonderful person in here. It's been a while since we've seen her. We've got Miss Beans. She says, hi. How you doing, Miss Beans?
Hello.
Nice seeing you in here. We got to welcome this next person in.
Yes.
And you love saying her name. We've got
Stacey.
She said, hello.
Hey, Stacey.
How you doing, Stacey? Now, Stacey actually came through and my money emoji.
Emojis had? Oh,
Okay, so big up to that. But then she want to come up and say this. Stacey, what's this message right here?
Ain't nothing free about us.
All right, thank you, Stacey.
Thank you,
We appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the emojis. All right, Oreo comes through and says she's doing good.
That's good
She
to
had to
hear,
let us know. All right, Miss Bean, she said she's going to be right back.
Okay.
Okay, but Oreo said, yes, when is the coloring contest?
We're waiting for our other books to come out.
Yeah, we're going to announce it. We're going to announce it. Stacey over here laughing. Sweetheart asked, what are we doing for Easter?
I have no idea.
All right, we got somebody waltzing on there. You know who it is? We got
Cole
Waltz.
He just got
Cole,
monetized
what's
at
good?
a monetization party. It was going on.
Come on, he was turning it up. Cole was getting down.
Turning it up.
You already know the vibes. All right, and then we're going to welcome in this next person. When you hear this, yay, we know it's Sleazy. Yay! Sleazy in the building.
My sister's in the
What's
building.
good, Sleazy? All right, for this next person. She be coming through with the education, but not only is she educated, she's natural. We've got the educated natural. 10 is in here sliding in for the win.
Y'all don't know.
Educated natural.
You don't know, now you know, but better check out the educated natural.
10 in
Get some
here
knowledge up in
saying,
that brain.
hey, love and live, showing everyone. All right, she's saying hello to everybody.
Everybody in the club.
Okay, Sleazy saying love and live, sending hearts.
Yeah.
You know, sending love to the chat. Came through on the Run Me My Money saying, ain't nothing free about us. Okay, all right. Oil said, thank you for coming to her live stream yesterday.
No problem. Have fun.
Okay, you know what we have in here? All right, retirement sounds real good to me.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to retire, I'm going to do it like this next person we've got. Shantireman. Shantireman, how you doing? Hey, fam. How you doing, Shantireman?
How you doing?
Sleazy said, hey, y'all. Hey, what's good, Sleazy? Okay, Oreo said, oh, yeah. And she took everybody to the beach.
I did. She took y'all to the beach. I missed that one. Sorry, y'all.
All right, so we in here with relationship advice today.
Yes.
We done got through some of those. The people in the chat got to welcome y'all in.
Exactly.
If y'all have any relationship-related questions, feel free to drop it in the chat.
Woo woo.
But here's you see the first question of the day is in the title.
Oh.
All right, my mother-in-law took my gaming console. How do you feel about this situation? You know, you need more details, or just hearing that is enough?
Well, are you living with your mother-in-law?
Listen,
I just don't know how you taking it out my house.
In any situation, whether she living with you living with her, you
But
staying over at the house, whatever the situation is, you got your gaming console set up, and she decides to take your gaming console. Oh, he's lazy. He's not doing this stuff around the house. I'm gonna take the gaming console, and that's what happened. How do you feel about that? Mother-in-law, mind you, not the mother. It's the mother-in-law.
I don't care if it's the mother-in-law. I'm trying to get it in my head. I need more information.
You need more information on
it? Because my thing is, if you at my house and my mother-in-law comes to take my gaming console out of my house, I don't care if I don't do nothing in my house. You don't touch my stuff. But if I'm in your house, then I'm like, you better get on the ball and get it back. Like, you better do the chores.
You're not feeling that.
You can't be lazy at somebody's house. I don't care if it's
we're going to look at the chat. Stay said, she said she need more details as well.
Yeah.
Oreo said, it's on her channel where you can see the beach trip that she gave everybody.
Okay.
Unbiased said, she need to be in a nursing home as soon as possible.
Like, she doing way too much.
Wait, she took it to upgrade it?
We're going to try to figure it out. That's a good one.
We got too many different factors floating around here.
It is. We need some
very
information.
vague. I try to keep it vague on purpose. But some more details.
Thank you.
For the whole general idea of what's going on.
Tell us.
Is, the couple has fallen on hard times. Yeah. And are now staying with the mother for temporary.
Okay.
And he has his gaming console.
Yeah.
Well, she is not liking the way things are operating in the house. Mm-hmm. And so she took it amongst herself to remove the gaming console.
That must be the problem.
Yeah. And so she's seen that's the root. You playing the game all day. I mean, you come home from work. You're not doing what I want you to do in my house. So she decides to take it in her hands and remove the gaming console. Now, for this husband here, he doesn't know where the gaming console is. He doesn't know if it's been pawned, sold, stored. He doesn't know. It's just gone. There's no gaming console.
Did he talk to her about it?
That's kind of part of it too. How does he confront her in this situation? And
respect her. How you know it was the mother-in-law, not the wife?
Well, I mean, he knows it's the mother-in-law because that he's pieced that together already. Okay. But going into that situation, how does he confront her about it? How does he stay respectful in it? Is it right or wrong for her to take the gaming console? We got to answer these questions.
Well, I'm gonna put my opinion in, and then we'll see what the chat says. But in my opinion, you in my household, and you ain't helping keeping it clean, and you keeping it dirty, and you got your stuff around the gaming console because you sitting there. Because I know I have some boys, you know what I mean? Yeah. Where they just leave their cups where they go, and then they leave, and then I got my middle son does that. When he spend the night, he be all the gaming console got food all around and stuff, and then I'm mad. Because, I don't be wanting no bugs and critters in my house, you know what I mean? So I be going off, you know what I mean? And so I could understand taking the gaming console because I'm like, this household comes before this game. And now if that's your job and you making money, okay, but when you done, clean up your mess around the gaming console, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you ain't making the money, you just doing it for free and all this, and then you leave and it's a mess. And then you ain't helping clean up the bathroom, the toilet all dirty, and the seats always left up. Your cups is all over the house, your trash, your underwear, your stuff. No, you better get to cleaning up. Yeah, I'm going to take a gaming console myself. And you know you won't do it. I sure would.
So you would take the gaming
console? I'll be wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm like, my house comes first. Mm-hmm. I'm allowing you to stay here. I'm not allowing you to make me look like Sanford the Son.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to look at the chat and see what they have to say. But first, we're going to have to welcome somebody in.
Who we welcome
we be creating with this person. person. Now, I think she might have something going on today.
Uh-oh.
I think she might have had something going on today. We gotta welcome them in. Yeah, we're gonna have to catch that replay. We got Created with Tuck. Unleashed Crafter. She said, "Hey, Love and Live Show," and "Hey, Chad."
She said, "Sissy, don't get her in trouble."
No, she did. I said,
but you did not say Sissy.
I did.
You did not. You said,
"Hey, Sissy," and "Hey, Chad."
No, you didn't.
All right,
you can rewind that.
Okay, we're gonna have to rewind this. Oh my goodness, now she want to.
What?
All right, you're right. She didn't, you know.
What?
You read this and say, hey. I mean, I was wrong right there.
I'm just saying, because every time I act like I'm crazy. You know what I mean? I gotta put them in check real quick.
Oh man, okay. We're gonna have to welcome somebody else in before we get to what they say.
Okay.
We got the Bud Files. Welcome in.
Bud Files.
How y'all doing? We got the Bud Files in here. All right. Now we're gonna have to run it back, because there's a little bit of foolishness that happened. Yeah. Oh, now we gotta welcome somebody else in. This is your husband. Relationship advice. We've got Bubba 007 Hall. He said, "Good afternoon."
Good afternoon.
LL Show.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I kind of heard something from Bubba. I think he had some relationship related questions
that
he wanted to drop in this chat.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you know, we don't know. We don't know what's that's.
He sure didn't want to ask him yesterday. Yeah.
Stay said, pew, pew, it's a 22. Yeah. You're getting a little violent if she come through. You know, Stay retaliating.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All right, she said, you can't punish adults like that.
Well, you know, that's true, but you know, my household, I can punish you a different way and just kick you out. Like, literally. Mm-hmm. You're not dirty enough. Because people don't understand. That is like, when you go into somebody's house to stay in their house, that's their sanctuary, that's their peace, that's their comfort zone. And all you guys who got houses, y'all know that. That's our comfort. Mm-hmm. And when somebody come in there and dirtying it up and trashing it up and all that, it's like, okay, I know you grown.
You're not respecting it.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure in my head, I'm just imagining her mentioning it several times. So how many times do I tell Jonathan every time we spend the night?
Oh, my God. Well, everybody's telling Jonathan.
Every time we spend the night, I go to say, now like you can't even spend the night because you don't pick up after yourself. Yeah,
I feel like that's the
like we're not your maids to be picking up after you. You know what I mean? We allow you to stay the night. We do not allow you to trash our house. And that's the only thing I got in my head that would be the only reason somebody would touch your stuff to do that. Because I don't think I would touch your stuff any other reason but my house, and you not trashing my house. So either I take the game system or I kick you out. Either way, one of them gonna happen.
One or the other.
One ultimatum. My house better be clean. Either way it goes.
All right.
So you can be outside the door, and I'm sorry you homeless, but my house is clean. Or you can be inside without the PlayStation. Or I don't need to touch a PlayStation or kick you out because you kept my house clean.
All right. Well, Oreo said, well, if I had a gaming console, I would be mad. She ain't got one, but if she had one, she'd be mad at this situation. Now,
I just don't like when people disrespect people when they live with them. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, and I taught my kids this, and I don't know why it doesn't stick in their head, but my mama taught me this. If you go to somebody's house, make sure you are a lot of help where they don't even want you to leave. Like when you say, I'm getting ready to move out, they mad. Mm-hmm. They're like, why you got to move out? We were doing so good together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like when we stayed with my mom, because we had a restaurant and then I was building my business, when we stayed with her, we cooked, we cleaned, we did everything. She didn't have to one, like she never had to buy no toilet paper, no hand soap. It was like, you know, you missing me. And she'll tell me now, I miss you. I used to come in and just go groceries and everybody come out and get the groceries. And I come home and there'll be dinner already made. Those are things that she missed.
There's a certain respect that she
and people don't do that. Yeah. And they just assume, oh, that's my mom or my mother-in-law, my friend. And we just got to have our house trashy because you nasty.
Well, Unbiased is coming through with her alternative solution. Yeah. She said, put a laxative in her slice of cornbread. All right.
I feel you.
Now, yeah, Oreo, you know, I would ask where the stuff is. That's what Oreo said.
Yeah.
Tuck is putting her solution as the mother-in-law. She said, I wouldn't even take it. I would just block it from the internet. All right, and that's the Tuck move right there.
Yeah.
You know? Tuck is good at that block real fast.
I'm going to have to get on the Tuck move. I like to tell them.
Oreo said, wait, hey, easy on the critters.
Oh,
All right.
I'm sorry, them critters gotta go. Oreo, you can come over, but you ain't bringing your family and friends over. I'm just letting you know, I don't do mouse, I don't do roaches, and I don't do rats. I'm trying to evict the spiders. You know,
the only mouse she's doing is Oreo mouse. All right.
There you go.
State's coming through saying the gaming console isn't the real problem though. They just have to go. They gotta go. She put a whole bunch of O's on that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the real solution.
Those are the only
So she's saying don't even take the gaming console. Just kick him out.
And he can take the gaming console with him. That's true.
Peace. Okay. Prince Danny said, Queen, how do I get hair like yours?
Oh, well, you know, you can go to Amazon and buy you a nice wig, or somebody can buy the wig and you just say, "Oh, can I have it?" That's what I did. I said, "Oh, Mom, can I have this wig?" Because she don't like long hair. I don't know why she keep buying it, but I be blessed every time.
Maybe she's buying it for you without you knowing. You know, it's an indirect blessing.
She tell me no in the beginning, and I just wait till she take it off her head.
Just
and then I go, "Mom, can I have the wig?"
And then all of a sudden we got
expensive, y'all. I'm just letting you know, wigs ain't no joke.
All right, so that was our first question. I feel like we all got to pitch in with the different answers and stuff. If you guys have any other relationship-related questions, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. And I'm going to ask Queen Lenore, do you have any relationship-related questions?
Yes.
All right.
And then I don't know if it's a relationship-related question, but I just want to know what your feelings. Because I know everybody. Yeah, because everybody has this issue. And I think it's very few of us women that have issues with this, and this is mainly for married women, but single women that are wanting to get married, this is a good question because you're gonna have to deal with it when you're married. Okay. So it goes for everybody to have this conversation. Every different dynamic. And then I want to hear what the men's point of view on it. Okay. So go ahead. How do you feel about submission? Okay. That's an open question. Open question. How you feel about submission? So, how do you feel about submission? Yeah, I don't have a problem with submission. Submission doesn't bother me. You don't have a problem with submission. Okay. Yeah, but women have a problem. I hear women always talking about, I ain't submitting to no man. They always got problems with it. And because I have a different mindset of submission, I don't have a problem with submission. Because we submit to everything around the world, you know? Everything we do, we submit. We submit to YouTube. I mean, we submit all the time. Okay. So I just really want to know what people's opinion and why do you have a problem with submission? Like, all right, well, we're going to welcome in these next two people, and we're actually going to answer that question that this person has before we get into more of this submission conversation. Okay, all right? Good. We got to welcome in. We have Tamika. Run it back. We got Tamika Davis. Tamika, how are you doing today? How you doing, Tamika? All right, thank you for coming on through. And then the snake is not working. We have erectile dysfunction. And erectile is coming through asking, why do women always run away from me? Listen, erectile might be the snakes that you carry around. That you're very friendly with. Yeah. You know, that might be what's scaring these women away. Very few women want to kick it with the snakes. Erectile, you really got to work on that area of your life. It seems like it is dysfunctional. All right. Welcome in, erectile. All jokes aside. So, how do you feel on submission? Yeah. And you saying you have no problem with it. I think what I will say is the biggest problem with submission is people instantly think kind of a negative, they have the negative narrative behind what submission is. Yeah, they do. And I feel like in relationship, in both ways you're submitting. I feel like it's a submission from a man and a submission to a woman. Like it's both ways. You're submitting in different ways. And that's different for each relationship. But if you put it like that, it's easier to understand what submission is. Yeah. Like instead of it might be something that if someone else does, it's a problem. But if it's your partner, it's fine. You're submitting to that act or that quality, So if you put it like that, then I feel like it's completely different. I don't think you're gonna have that negative stigma behind it. But a lot of people think, oh, submission, I'm a cook, clean dude, typical gender roles and stuff like that. When no, I don't feel like that's really what it is. Yeah.
Reptiles say, it could be that the snake is not working. And in a situation like that, Reptile, I would like to inform you that modern medicine has made ways for you, Reptile. So your snake can slither to perfection. All right. We are going to. All right. Anyway, we got Prince Dan. We got to welcome somebody in here. All right. We got Precious Pieces. How you doing, Precious Pieces?
Yes, how you doing?
All right.
That's hilarious.
All right. He said, "Hey, y'all. How you doing, Precious Pieces? Nice seeing you in here, Nicole." All right. Prince Dan, you said, "I don't have any issue with submission, none whatsoever, as long as I'm the one doing the dominating." All right.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, Prince Daniel, I kind of feel like that's what a lot of people have the problem with. It's like, oh, it's the people feel like, oh, you manly man, dominate this, dominate that. And I mean, that is a form of submission. It is. I believe that is. But
yeah,
bringing it to a whole broad
spectrum.
Broader spectrum. I feel like it's just simply a quality or act that somebody does within a relationship that you are kind of conforming to and allowing to happen.
We do it we do it all the time. When you work, you submit to the company with the rules and the guidelines they do, and you still have an opinion. You still say what you have to say if you're not afraid.
Exactly.
Some people, have that. Then you have submitting to the red light. You have submitting to when you go to the grocery store, the rules and the policy and what not to do. And then when somebody breaks it, we all have a problem. You don't want to see nobody putting their hands or opening up a container and touching it because that's going to be the food. They might not take it, and we actually go home and then there's a fingerprint going like this in the food. We'd be pissed. And then have to explain that it's not there. But we submit to these guidelines and rules all the time. I think people just think submission is that this person gets to tell me what to do and I have no opinion. I have no say in what I want to do. And that's not true. You do have an opinion. You do have a say. It's just I'm going to respect you. I'm going to be your helpmate. I am there for you as much as I can. I think like in the Bible, it tells me, it doesn't tell men to submit. It tells men to love because men don't know how to love their wife like they supposed to, like Christ loved the church, like Jesus, But women have a hard time submitting. So that's why it's told to us to do that because we don't know how to do it. So, and then we let the world tell us it's a negative thing when we actually submit to everything that's going on around us.
Yeah, Oreo said mouse plus snake is not a good combination. I don't know what you're trying to say, Oreo, but I'm going to leave that alone.
I'm gonna just go
Sleazy said they got me working today.
Oh no! Tell them not to be working. We over here doing relationship advice. I'm just joking. Don't you do that?
Stay said something real good. I feel this one. I feel this one.
Okay.
I can't get my words right.
Go ahead,
Stay said submission isn't being a slave. It's respect.
Thank you.
And I feel like that's really a good way to put it.
It is.
Reptile say I have bad service where I'm at right now, so he'll stop back in if you're still on when he get home. So
Okay,
we'll see us later. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, Reptile. Sleeve says, "Stay says it's not slavery." But sometimes you got to put it in that, in that train of thought.
People do be thinking that though. That's the thing.
Creating with touch. She said, "I don't have a problem with submitting to someone who is worth submitting to. I can't submit to Boo Boo the Foo. All right, no submitting to Boo Boo the Foo." I didn't know where that was going while I was reading it. And
baby, he got it. He got it. He don't know the old sayings back in the day. So
Yeah, well, I knew that, but it's like I wouldn't think she was gonna put that in there. But she ain't submitting to Boo Boo the Foo.
I got you.
And I feel that.
I got you.
I mean, some people do submit to Boo Boo the Foo, though. I mean, they'll go to work and submit to Boo Boo the Foo.
Yeah.
But anyway, Stay's coming through. She's saying submission in marriage isn't slavery. It's respect and putting their needs first. And it goes both ways.
It does.
And I feel like that is the best way to put it.
It does go best way, but I think like in the Bible is saying is like men don't have that issue in submitting. There are probably a few that do, but the majority of the men don't have that issue in submitting. But majority of the women have issue, but men have a hard time loving. Like once their feelings is hurt, they they fall out and then they want to divorce. So that's not where the issue is for men. That is where the issue is for women. But yeah, they both do submit. It's just that we think in our head that we run stuff.
Absolutely. We gotta welcome somebody else in here. She's always herself. We have
Always
Tam. She coming through saying hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Always Tam. We gotta welcome somebody because she is new. All right.
Okay.
We got Miss Queen Nunu. Hey, how you doing? She said hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, all right. Now Prince Daniel said yes. I most definitely agree. Women also have a right to an opinion.
They do.
All right, he's saying,
and it doesn't block your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. And I didn't think women should get that in their head. It doesn't block them from talking or having an opinion. The thing I say is, like, I remember when me and Chris first got married. I already went through a lot of stuff, living on my own and stuff like that. And, he probably had it way easier. Mm-hmm. So there were some things that needed to be done, and I would give my opinion. And then I would almost get ready to do what I'm asking him to do. And then God told me to sit down and don't do nothing. So I allowed him to do it. He failed. It flopped. And then I just sat there and like, well, what do you want to do next? Well, do you have any ideas? So then I just repeated what I said before and said, blah, 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 just do it. He did it and it worked. But sometimes a man has to do it on his own to fail to get it in his head. Just some people don't get it by you just telling them. Mm-hmm. Like you can just tell Queen Lenore, and Lenore be like, okay, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to pay for my actions. Exactly. Where a majority of the people, they gotta go through it to fail to understand, and then they get it. But if we keep blocking them, then we sound like they're what?
Mother.
And we don't want to sound like that. You know what I mean? And I tell people that I would say in the past 5 years, I've expressed my feelings on do not tell the man what to do. You could say, honey, if you don't pay this electricity bill, we ain't gonna have no electricity. If he don't pay the electricity bill, don't go do it. Be without electricity. And like I said, I do it easy. I leave. You be in life by yourself.
All right, we're gonna welcome.
But God told me I was wrong too. But
We're gonna welcome somebody in. All right. We have Sandra Clark, aka Blueberry. She said, hey, Sisters on the Strawberry and Bro Panda. Happy Wednesday, my darlings. How are you lovely folks doing on this blessed day?
We are doing
We're good over here.
Blessed.
Sandra, thank you for coming through on such a high note and bringing love to everybody. She said hey to everybody in the chat. Prince Danny said, Sandra, you got names for everyone you meet.
That's right.
All right.
You know Sandra did, don't you?
And Sandra, she said, not everybody. I just give the nicknames that God tells me to when He put it on her heart. Okay.
All right, that's what
all right.
She be remembering it to me. I don't forgot. What did I name you? That be me.
Now, Miss Nunu, she coming through. She dropping some knowledge. We do have a question from States. We're going to get to that. But while we on this conversation of the submission, we're going to have to pull up Miss Queen Nunu. She said a lot of these men are not ready for a submissive woman. A lot of them need some healing first, just like women. They're used to drama, trauma, negativity, and they don't recognize a real thing.
And that's where I'm going to go. This is where I play kind of like the devil's advocate on here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to say something else besides devil's advocate because me and him have to really stay.
Devil's advocate is advocating for the devil.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be on God's advocate. My thing is, if you get married to somebody, understand this, that person and you are as one. So if you marry the fool, okay, so you already know the answer. So my thing is, the best thing to do is do things that are meaningful to a man. Like women like to be loved, touched, or, we have our, the 5 love languages. But one thing that men don't get a lot of is encouragement. So encourage him on the good behaviors and stuff like that. Even if you don't find something you can encourage. I could go, well, and I can look at it like you can't find that. And I go, well, you know what? You did good today setting up these lights and things. Thank you. Nobody knows how to set up a light like you. I appreciate it. Because this is one less thing I had to do. Thank you. Encourage them into being that good man. Because sometimes we're the women, and I'm not saying us as just us. I'm saying women, period. will tear down a man in a minute and then wonder why they ain't got a no good for nothing man, because you tore him down to be a no good for nothing man. If you uplift your man and give your man a positivity and treat him as the king he is, he will become the king he is. He will strive to become the king he is. But a lot of times we done tore him down. We could have had a king and tore him down to be less than the peasant. Sometimes it's that way. Now, if you just met you a peasant and decided to marry a peasant, it might take a lot more work to get the peasant to be a king, because he's gonna be like, you accepted me as a peasant. I like being a peasant. That's like telling the mice, I don't want you to be a mice anymore because I'm scared of you. Now don't be a mice. The mice gonna look at you. I mean, like literally, we put stuff on people that we can't handle ourselves. Like if you they always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But when people do try to turn the hoe into a housewife, we there saying, we told you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, why do you think you're gonna take this bum and make him a king? So you gotta look at what you accepted before you say I do.
Yeah.
Because if you say I do, well, now you done, and this is what you got. And now you just got to let go of Satan's hand. I know it's so comfortable to hold on to Satan's hand. Let go of Satan's hand and hold on to God's hand and say, Lord, you're going to have to guide me. I don't want to see it. I'm covering my eyes. I'm doing this blind, because if this man say one more word to me, it's going to be some issues, Lord. I'm just telling you right now. So you can say, you can say, I can't submit to this. But the moment you said I do, you said I'm going to submit to this.
Yeah.
So whatever you brought into your life and said I do to is what you submitting to. So don't submit to a bum. And don't tear your king down into a bum. Because you did everything for him. If God tell you don't do it, I don't care how hard it is not to do it, don't do it. There's some times, I'm telling you, Chris was doing some stuff, messing up in the beginning of our relationship, because he always had some form of female doing something for him. So when it came to me, and I was about to do it. And God said, don't do it, because if you do it, you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. So I'm like this, okay.
Hands off.
If this electricity go,
it's going to be a problem today.
I ain't even gonna find no candles. I'm gonna sit here and chill with my blanket, mad. I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up, go to work, and I'm gonna be mad. And he ain't getting no pleasantries at this moment. And then God said, you're gonna give him pleasantries if the light goes out. But then he was like, when they were like, we gonna cut off the light, and that light went off, what should I do? I don't know what to do. I told you. Pay them, call them and say, this is all I got to pay you with right now. I can't pay you with nothing else before they turn it off. But you didn't do that. Now we got to figure out, and they're going to tell us to do a portion, because of course I already been through it. We got to get this portion in, and then they'll turn it on. But next time, call them in advance. Always call for anything that you can't pay right now. And if you're not behind, it works better if you're not behind. Like, oh, I can't pay you right now. I can give you $100. They'd be like, okay. I'm going to give you 50. Okay. And every payday I'll pay it off. Okay. And then they work with you in that way. But if I would have did it for Chris, I would be doing it for Chris now. You know what Chris does now? He paid the bill. And it never has to worry about it. I don't care. We might not eat, but we're gonna pay the bill, because then, that was my job in my area, was to make sure there's food in the house. So if I had to go to food banks and everything else, that's what I had to do. But I had to let him fall so he could understand it. If I would have kept doing it, then I would have just been doing it. Then it'd be nagging. And now I'm his mama. You know what I mean? But sometimes we're afraid to go back to what we've been through. Because now we married and this man ain't never been through it. So we jump into place. And so now we make him, he's not standing up knowing how to be a man. Because understand, when you get married, you don't know how to be a wife. And he don't know how to be a husband. But what we think we're doing as a wife, we believe that's how you're supposed to be. And all the women gonna amen you, and nobody gonna say no, you're wrong. Well, I'm here to let you know you're wrong.
Sandra said, man, sisters and strawberry. Miss Queen Nunu said true to what you were saying earlier. And Sandra, she said facts. We got to build our kings up and help them build up faith, love, joy, and peace, so they will be that king that you want. But just be encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, just like you want your man to tell you how good you look. I don't care if you got that one little straggling hair here, or your hair big all afro and ain't big comb since 1902, got slobber coming down. You want your, and you know you looking horrible. You want your man to be like, you was the finest thing. I don't want nobody but you. So why we can't go, man? You done wash them dishes like nobody else. I love it when you wash it. Matter of fact, when you wash dishes, you know what's gonna happen next. Encourage that man. Send him a love note. I don't do that. I need to work on that. But yeah, send him a love. I'm being honest, being transparent. Yeah. Send him a love note. That's why today I posted specifically the church I go to, one community church. I posted when he was talking about the weekend before because it is so true. And it's a man telling you how to treat a man. Now, the one before then is the men, don't know how to lead like us and want us women to follow him, but don't know how to lead. So it talks about that too. But if we do what is set for us, it makes life so much easier. Mm-hmm. And one thing you should be doing in a relationship is always outdoing each other. And when I mean outdoing each other, like I'm always going to figure out what my husband needs. If I go to the store, I'm going to make sure I'm going to get him this. Or if I see something he likes, I'm going to pick it up. Because I'm going to always outgive him, And then he does the same thing. Or he might not go to the store and go and buy me what I want, but he's going to give me the money. Or he's going to go, I know how you like to do date night with yourself. Here's the money to go. We have that competition on making sure each other is cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's how a relationship and dynamic work. Because my first husband, I can tell you, I wasn't trying to do that.
So you said,
but I didn't know.
Player. So you say, Queen don't play no games.
Because people think a relationship should be easy, and we always think relationship is about us. It isn't. Even having a relationship with you guys is not about me. Mm-hmm. It's about you guys. I'm helping you guys. And then when you guys tell me something, it's helping me. It goes both ways. And then like when we business partners, I get on him all the time. I know I'm older, but that don't mean I don't want to hear your advice. And just because I question it doesn't mean I'm not listening. As I gotta learn it. I gotta learn what you're saying. I gotta understand because, of course, he's talking to his age and I'm talking to my age, and so he be saying stuff, and I'm supposed to go, "What?" I'm supposed to go, "Oh yeah, that's how you do it." No, I don't know what you're talking about. So you got to explain the depth. But I don't ever want him to feel like his knowledge is not important to me, because it is. But you got to understand, we got to work on the dynamics, because I'm auntie and he's always been the little one, and and now he's a grown young man. He's a grown young teenager.
Oh, you ain't got a cat. But anyway, we're going
he's a grown young teenager. I got to get the words right.
A grown young teenager.
Yeah, you're a grown young teenager, because you ain't a man yet, because you ain't been through nothing. The grown young teenager that he has a lot of good knowledge. And so, but he speaks in robotics. I don't speak robotics. I speak English. So when he speaks in robotics, I'm like this. And then he'll go like this: "I lost you." Duh. I'm still on that one word you said back in the day. Like
not back in the day.
When he tells a story, it takes 20 minutes. So it'll be back in the day. And it's a story that could take 5 seconds. It'd be back in the day. So, but that's what I learned. And that's what I'm saying. In every relationship is how much can you do for each other? How much can I help you? How much can you help me? And listening and understanding. You would hate for me to know you very well and come up here and give you some lip gloss and you don't wear no lip gloss. Because that means I don't know you. My husband knows, like, okay, you would need to do something romantic for your wife. Get her some flowers. He'll tell you, she don't want no flowers. Because he knows me. And if he came over here with some flowers, I'm like, fool, what you giving me flowers for? What am I doing with this? But for a stranger giving me flowers, I accept it and go, I appreciate it. I really like it. I smell it. I even put it up. But I don't want no flowers for my husband. Mm-hmm. You gotta give me something, a bottle of liquor or something.
Yeah, so he's saying a little bit of go a long way. Yeah. And we're going to welcome in this next family, all right? We got my homegirl, Juju, and my homeboy, C. We got JC family. Say what? JC in here. They said hello, Love and Live Show. Hello, everyone in the chat. Yeah. I'm saying facts to what you were saying earlier. Yeah. And Prince Daniel, you said, wow, I learned something new every day.
Hey, we got to. You know what I mean? Relationship. That's why I talk about submission, because people have all that. I'm not submitting to you, but you got to because
All
you married.
right, Sandra.
You married.
Sandra said, "Okay, my bro, Panda, you looking sharp today, King. Come through, fan band.
Woo,
Appreciate the
woo.
love, Sandra." Now, Sleazy said, "Show interest. Interest gotta be mutual.
Yeah.
Bottle liquor."
Bottle of liquor. You know
Sleazy,
that bottle of liquor. You know that means just like that. He like, here you go. You're the best business partner ever. He don't wear lip gloss. I can get some chapstick or something, but he ain't wearing no lip gloss. It got sparkles and then here you go. He gonna be like, you didn't even try. Mm-hmm. I remember my mom's husband. I'm sorry for telling you business, Mom. He's from Grenada, and I don't think he really do shopping for anybody. That's not his thing. Yeah. So he bought my mom a card. I think it was her. I don't know. But he bought my mom what was it? A Merry Christmas card for her birthday, or vice versa. And that didn't take no interest. That didn't take no consideration. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying is you want to know who your partner is. I don't care if it's your business partner, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family. You kind of want to know what their interests are so you can
feel that need.
And everybody should be trying to fulfill that need. My help is to figure out what Eli needs to be motivated to do better. That's what my need is. But at the same time, when it's his birthday, I'm not coming up there talking about here's a tea bag. You make teas. No, I'm gonna try to find what he likes. So that's why he got.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah, that's why he got this. You saw him with the other one. I bought that one to lean him over. And I was like, you're goddad, so here's your, Father's Day gift. Here you go. And then I'm like, I'm going to get you the other one for Christmas that, is sturdy, That's but I know I'm paying attention to the things he likes. Because if I ask him, Eli, what you like? Well, hold on. Eli, what would you like?
That's a good question.
And he doesn't even say that. He'll be like this. You don't gotta give me that, Auntie. I'm fine. I'm cool. That's what he say all the time. So you gotta pay attention to what they want.
That
you know
is
what I mean?
the response.
And you gotta pay attention to what they need and want. I'm not gonna be waiting. I'm not gonna ask him what he wants because I already know the response. But that's because that's our relationship. And he's not my man. He is my nephew and my business partner. And that's what I get him. My husband, I already know if I ain't got enough money, I'll get him some liquor. And then I'm going to give him some cowboy stuff, or I'm going to give him some clothes. Those are the things that Chris is going to get, and he knows he's getting one or the other. And if he's feeling lucky, he might get all three. He knows this. These are things that they know that he's going to give him because I'm paying attention to one. They ain't got to worry about me giving them cash unless I'm just up here with nothing but cash. I ain't got nothing else to do. Then I'm throwing cash. But I'm not a cash giver. So they ain't expecting cash from me. You know what I mean? So I keep that in mind, that understanding that you do for others and treat others as you want them to treat you. And that's especially your husband or your wife. Not the way they treat you. You treat them the way you want to be treated, not the way they treat you. And that's where we go into, it's all about me. He's not doing what I need him to do. She ain't fulfilling my need. She ain't giving me what I want. Though, and that's why you're wrong. Where you go wrong at.
JC said, right, we got to welcome somebody in. And she hustles and hustles hard. We got Wiley Hustle. Wiley in here saying, hey, love and live. Hey. All right, what's going on, Wiley Hustle? Precious Pizza says she's stepping away, but she's going to keep us playing our. We appreciate that.
Nicole, thank you.
Stay said facts.
Yes.
All right, Steve said Z gone. Team Bubba. All right. All right. Well, we're going to pop up this question from Stay.
Okay.
Right? This was a very good question she had earlier. All right. And we took a minute to get to it. All right. She said this at 105. It's now 123 our time. So Stay said, question. How do you deal with a partner with an addiction? Drugs, adult film, alcohol, etc. How do you deal with somebody with an addiction?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go with my old favorite, God.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because the closer you are with God, He's gonna give you steps to help. And just praying for your husband is awesome because you might not be the one he's gonna listen to change. It'll be the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I put things in,
party,
I put things in different categories. Drug and alcohol to me is way worse than pornography. It just is to me. To me.
I don't know about that.
I'm saying to me.
I'm gonna say, okay, I know that's your opinion. I'm gonna give my opinion. I feel like any addiction is bad just because of how far it can go. You know, drugs and alcohol can ruin your life, but so can adult film if that's all your mind is focused on and that's all you're doing in the day. You know, imagine there's no time with the kids, no time with anything because you handling business all day. Now all of a sudden you laid up, you tired all day because you're spending energy.
And see, I
and now
don't, and that's,
you know, you like,
yeah,
you closeted, you don't
I get
live
what
your
you're
life.
saying. Yeah,
So I feel like everything can run its course.
And I get what you're saying. I don't look at it that way, and that's probably why I never put it in. Because to me, drugs and alcohol ruins you physically, inner you, outer you, and everybody around you. And especially if you start stealing, and I don't. That's the
thing. You don't feel like that?
No, I feel like because I don't think about when you tell me porn, I think about movies that you put in your cassette or that. I don't think about strip clubs. I don't think about any of those. I think about when you say porn. That's because that's what porn is. I don't think
back now. Think about how accessible things are. You saying CD? Nobody do no CBD.
I mean, you can do it on your computer. I don't care.
Yes,
I just still think about it.
They phone, their computer, right? If that's all you're zoned into all day, just like if someone was addicted to watching a show or something like that, you're spending so much time invested in this that you are neglecting other aspects in your life.
And see, I've never seen that. I've never seen it or heard of it. All I hear is people addicted to porn. Every wife or woman will say a man is addicted to porn because he's watching porn all day at home. But if he going to work, just like alcohol and drugs, if they going to work and there's functional alcohol and functional drugs. My stepdad was a functional alcohol. But when I think about I can only go off of what I've been through or seen. And when I see a lot of my friends that say their man is addicted to porno, it's because they're watching porno before they have sex. They're watching porno maybe when they wake up in the morning. It's that kind of addiction. And to me, that doesn't stop any function. They're still doing everything. They're still kicking it. It's just like, okay, so instead of you watching 911 on TV or watching the real or the news or whatever TV show is on, you got porn going. That to me it doesn't bother me in that way. And I'm saying me. It doesn't bother. Just like I don't get mad when my man plays games all the time. That it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, no,
and that's what I'm saying with that. But if you are now taking money, that's where you go with like strip clubs. Or you go and go in places.
Like everything is
subscription don't bother me because that's like $9.99 a month, unless it's $100 a month. I don't know how much subscription.
And they throwing money on the webcam.
Just like a strip
club, but online. Okay. Everything is so accessible. So
as long as it ain't taken from my rent, my electricity, if it's only taken from your portion of the money, I don't care. Now if you go into my portion of the money or the household portion of the money, now you got me having a problem. And then we're gonna have to talk about it. But then of course I always try to go God first before anything. But at the end of the day, however it is from Elias' point of view that he sees, and my point of view that I see, at the end of the day, you need to be talking to who? God.
Give it up to God.
That's it.
That's what you're saying. Bottom line.
Because there's nothing you can do with anybody that's addicted to drugs, alcohol, porn, food. I mean, we could go on and on. People being addicted to stuff. People are addicted to junk. Hoarding. All those things are just as powerful than the other if you put it in the perspective as Eli is saying. For me, don't be in those perspectives, so I can't get it.
I think Stacey said it in here. That's in moderation, but addictions are different.
But I'm just saying everybody has their own feel of what addiction is.
Yeah, but I feel like, all right. Well, so, even with that being said,
because my thing is, if you have a whole closet full of porn, they're gonna call that addiction. You ain't got no other movies, but you got this whole closet full of porn, and you watching porn all day and stuff. But you working and you're doing that, but you watching porn. And as a woman, I understand how irritating that is because I'm like, you watching this girl. I could never be doing what these women do. I'm never gonna be functioning like these women are. And that's where I feel a lot of women have that. But if you doing addiction porn as what Eli is saying,
Yeah,
and you just giving all your money away.
that's an addiction.
And you're still in there, but they say both of them's addiction.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a difference between that. That's like, oh, socially, oh, he's doing that too much, whatever. But I feel an addiction is something that you're overindulging in. Like,
But everybody
to where
would call that
it's-
overindulging. Any women that don't want their man watching
Yeah,
porn, they're
well,
gonna call that overindulging. They're
Yeah,
gonna call
but
it
that's what
addiction.
they're saying. But I'm saying, like, an actual true addiction is when it's now hindering different factors of your life. You can be addicted to eating food. If you're eating food to the point where it's now hurting you and you're not having problems in that, I feel is an unhealthy addiction.
Yeah.
You know, and addictions are not all bad. People have healthy and unhealthy addictions. You could be addicted
Because I'm
to
thinking, like I said,
working out or doing something, making money or something like that. But addiction is addiction.
I know, but everybody's verbiage of addiction is their verbiage, and they believe that's an addiction. It doesn't just go off of your resume. Somebody having nothing but a porn and the thing is an addiction to people because that's all they doing. When you come over their house, you sitting up there watching porn, having a conversation with them, all over in the camera. I mean, they think it's an addiction. Yeah. Regardless, what it is just a level of addiction. Mm-hmm. Like with yours is that extreme addiction, and this is a medium level of addiction, and then there's a lower level of addiction. It's still an addiction. Yeah,
well, I mean, and that's the thing, though. I mean, like I said, there's different addictions. I feel like, especially when it comes to adult film, that level of addiction, a lot of people nowadays, the way it's presented and all that, they are easily trapped into that. Because now we have so many different ways. We got OnlyFans, we got subscriptions on these online, you got people on the web. And there's so many ways for that to easily dig into your financial and also your health. I mean, you watching that all day. Like you said, when you have your wife, what is the comparison? Well, what if all of a sudden you lose attraction to your wife because that's all you're watching? I mean, that's real problems people have. Or they have erectile dysfunction because if they're not watching, that. But
I get what you're saying on that, but like I said, I never seen somebody go.
You don't see
I see like people do stuff. It's just like when I get on this game on my phone, I get on here and I can just play. But if I had money in here, I would be buying everything that I needed to continue to play. Because I hate when I get there and I'm done and I got to wait 4 hours to get back on here and play again. I would pay $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, $1.99, $99, and then that gets addicting after a while. Yeah. And there's people that spent $2,000-$3,000 doing those 99 cents, $2.99, and they call that an addiction. But to me, it still is not ruining anything. You might have to, hustle to get electricity bill, but if you're still paying your rent, I'm good.
But that's within moderation. But then you're saying for you that's okay, but that's still within moderation.
$2,000 is not in moderation. That's
if you have that money, but like you said, if you're irresponsible with it, and now you're spending beyond ends meet, that's when you have an actual addiction that needs to be addressed. Not necessarily. If you subscribing to somebody's OnlyFans, just imagine because it's a different age.
That's kind of like
it's a different. I mean, everything is
free. I'm just saying that's online stripping. I'm talking about porn. Porn is videos.
Even if they have subscriptions and all that, it's monopoly. They're gonna find ways to make money.
From all the kids, there's a free one, and why would you pay?
Free, why would you pay? But as you're getting into it more and more, you want more interaction. You want more of this, more of that. You want, it's something that grows. It starts minor, but builds up.
So you're not saying it's just porn. So you went outside of porn. I'm on porn and you went outside of porn.
That still is adult film.
If
you're saying,
that's like saying going to a strip club is an adult film.
Even if you say video, right? Say you get really interested in a specific creator. They're making adult film. You're going to be willing to shell out that money. All of a sudden, now that's a big pay stuff. It all grows up.
I'm learning because I don't know. That's why I say I'll be asking questions because I don't know.
All right.
But like to me, a porn is video.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to OnlyFans that I just learned about not that long ago too. OnlyFans and all that. I just think of porn, like videos.
Yeah. But it's a big addiction, especially nowadays. But even online, the way people are online all the time or within social media, these are real addictions. If you're on social media so much that you can't socially interact and don't know how to do that, I feel like that's an unhealthy addiction. But a lot of people are at that stage in life, and it's an unaddressed.
So how many people are addicted to social media?
Good percentage of the world.
I was asking.
I'm
not asking the world. The world ain't on here. Well, let's claim the world. The world is on here now. Yeah. I love that. Let's claim that we have nothing but the world in here. All y'all people, how many are y'all addicted to social media?
Sleety saying being addicted to anything taught to God.
Yeah.
Sleety said, adult film is extreme addiction.
See, adult film always got. I would have took that with everything else. Yeah.
Well, that's not what she said. She said porn. Stay said addiction is chronic. Yes, Eli. It's when it's messing with your way of life and cross the line. Sandra saying, amen, sisters and strawberry bro panda. If your spouse says it's an addiction, it's a problem, right? For some, one click is unacceptable, and for others, morning, noon, night, not being able to perform, bills not being paid, etc., is an addiction.
That's what I'm saying. See, how she's saying there's two forms. Mm-hmm. A wife could be like, no, I don't want you that. That's an addiction. It'd be something simple and minor. But when you go to your extreme, then it's like big. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be like your big, because I don't know what your big is. Your big is too big.
Stay said, if your spouse causing an addiction, then what are y'all doing? And Sandra said, anything you spend all year or most of your time occupying, it becomes an addiction. It becomes your God.
That's true.
We got to welcome somebody in here. We've got 755 Media. She says, hey, fam. She cleaning in the clouds. All right. Clean up in the clouds.
That's what I'm talking about.
Handle your business.
She's doing big things today. She's cleaning the clouds.
Okay.
All right. What happened?
We in trouble. Oh, snap. We in trouble.
What we doing?
I don't know.
I didn't do it. Eli did it.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I heard type error. Okay. It's terrible what it does to the body, too. Yeah. JC said, Stace, it won't let us accept the message. Queen or Eli got to do. I'm going to find what they talking about right now. I don't see the message. From Stace. Maybe it's Sean. Okay. I don't see it.
What we talking about?
Okay. It looked like we are in trouble. 755 Media came in. She said, what's your real address? My package came back. Y'all, my bad list. Loving this show.
What address did I give you? Because, we just moved. We just moved.
Oh, man. We over here getting in trouble big time here on relationship advice.
I got to look. What address did I give you? Hold
on. Stace came through with her opinion on if you feel like your spouse or partner is having a problem with addiction. She said, I think you need to educate yourself about their addiction, no matter what it is, and seek some sort of professional help. When you think about addiction, it's more than a serious level that you can help with. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Definitely. Because it's gone to a stage where it's interfering with your everyday
life. And that's
what
that communication is. Because sometimes I feel like when people are addicted, the reason they get addicted because they're missing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're missing something, so they're addicted to, and they have addictive behavior. Because I remember, I'm still am. I'm not going to act like I'm not. I was scared to even look at crack or see crack. So when me and my cousin was living together, her boyfriend used to sell crack. I wouldn't even walk by the room. And then I had to move out real quick because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Mm-hmm. I don't like crack around me. But they always say how people get addicted is not the first time they use it, because you don't get addicted like that. Mm-hmm. It's the continuance of it, and they're missing something. So my thing is, you got to figure out what they're missing and what they're going through. Because a lot of times they're not communicating to be able to get addicted to something. They're not communicating. They don't have nobody to release. Yeah. Because especially nowadays, we'll sit here and say, if you ever need to talk to me, call me. And then when you call, This is how the conversation goes. Call me Elia.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Elia? What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just chilling.
Now talk about. Oh, I got something to really talk to you about.
Oh, I got something real important to talk to you
And then he
about.
starts telling me what it is, and I go, oh, today I went to the movies. Oh my God, me and Chris had this issue going on, and now he's listening to me talk, and he's still not able to express what he is going through. And a lot of us do that in conversation. Or he could say, yeah, I just bought a car. Me too. I got me a so-and-so car. And they do it. What your car do? And then me. And we interrupt not listening to the conversation. Or we waiting for them to hurry up so we can say what we did for ourselves. And that is why a lot of people don't have somebody to talk to. And it's really sad when it's a spouse and married couples, because that person is a person you tell everything to. I don't care how stupid it is. You know what I mean? Like, it might not mean nothing to you, but it means something to him or something to her. And you dismiss her. She has nobody to talk to. And then we go into this thing called depression. Or we go into this thing called addiction. We do stuff that we're not. Some people are going to overly shop. Some people are going to overly eat. Some people are going to do some drugs. They get popped up pain pills. Pain pills, I'm not going to say that one.
You're not gonna say that one?
No, because I think a lot of times the doctors give you pain pills to deal with the pain that you're having, but you get addicted to it. And now it's hard for you to get off. And that was caused by the doctor giving you pain. So that one I don't think has anything to do with not communicating. I think you just got addicted because you was in, like, I'm in this pain constantly right here. So if I went to the doctor and they gave me some pain medicine that I could get addicted to, guess what? I'm gonna be addicted.
You're gonna be up on that.
So that had nothing to do with me communicating, because I communicate very well.
and that's how I got to this situation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Stay said, it was a level before addiction, right?
Yeah.
755 said, I just told my husband, get rid of it or I will get rid of you.
There you go.
That was the best therapy.
And that works for some people. But some guys know how to talk, and women feel like they have to fix their man.
Bubba said, LL show. What was my question?
I don't know. What was your question? You said I would talk to you about it tomorrow.
Ooh, all right.
That's what you said.
Now we do have another question in here.
No, I don't know what it was. You know what it was. It's your question.
Oh, snap. They getting crazy
We're
over
fighting
here.
over here, y'all.
All right. We're going to pull up Prince Daniel's question. He asked this one a little bit earlier. All right. He said, what would you do if your partner had a secret significant other you didn't know about?
If my partner had a significant other I didn't know about?
Yeah. So if he was cheating on you, or she was cheating on you, for lack of better words.
I'm going to just tell y'all, that's
a secret's in it, like a double life. Living a double life.
I don't know if I would. Okay. Now that I've been talking to God every day, I don't know what my reaction is. But just know this. My first husband cheated on me, and I ran him over with a car twice. Just saying.
Just saying. That's all you
I don't know what the new queen would do. I'm just saying.
But way back when.
But back then, he got ran over twice.
Why?
And I took his car from him and gave it to my sister to drive.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you some stories. Y'all would be looking at Queen Lenore like she crazy. I can tell you some stories.
There's too many ands with this.
Yes, and I didn't act right. So I don't know how this newfound godly woman would act, but that other found that she thought she was godly, that's all I can say.
Okay. All right. Well, Stay's laughing at that one. Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Stay said times 2.
You know what I mean? Like, you got a whole nother family. I don't even know. Like, and I would check them too. Now I would go up, I would have to meet them to see if they knew about me. Because if they knew about me, they going down. But if they didn't know about me, I would be alone. All
right. Sandra said, hey, sisters and Strawberry and Bro Panda. You guys know my story. My hubby is a recovering alcoholic. He has decided to do this on his own, to quit drinking because he He finally got tired of being sick and tired, and she is truly thankful on that move. 755 said, I would tell him I'm gone. All right, I ain't got time for all that.
I don't even know where I sent you the address at. Was it on Instagram? You don't really do Instagram.
Oh, stay safe. Yes, 755. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. Oh, goodness.
We're going to be somewhere. I'm telling you, they ain't getting it right.
Oh, that's problematic. Oh, my goodness. All right, on that note, we're going to be right back after this nice, quick, brief message from a YouTuber
near you.
Welcome back to Life at the Logan. Welcome to our crazy, happy, Jesus-loving family.
What's so funny, TSM?
We ought to praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gon' praise God. Yeah. We ought to praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gon' praise God. Yeah, right here. We ought to praise God. That kind of blessing, that kind of lesson, and yeah, we gon' praise God. Yeah. God is good. God is good. God is good. All the time. Yeah. God is good. God is good. God is good. All the time. Yeah. We gotta praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gon' praise God. Yeah.
Remix. Get spices in season from the Amazon store so you can be just like Queen Lenore. Hot sauce and teas and food galore. My flow got all messed up, so like Christmas trees and spruces, the time is up, so we gotta say deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces, yeah.
All right.
Okay, I found it was on Instagram. I resent you my address, 755. I'm so sorry. Tell me how much it costs for shipping. We just moved. So that it must have just recently came because we only been in this house. This is going on our second week, right?
Yeah, this is your second week here.
Yeah, coming in on the second week. So yeah. Because tomorrow will be our actual second week. So I do apologize.
Sandra saying, yes, you have to deal with the person who fights addiction. It's never easy, but be there for them. Help them, support them, be their support system. And they need emotional, physical, mental, because it's not easy when they had an addiction for over 15 plus years.
That's true. And my thing is too, you gotta always remember, and I say this because I did tell you guys on family meeting last month, I think it was, that Judas, the one that turned God in, Jesus said Satan jumped into him. And, that's how he actually did it. And it was in Luke. And so, which made me go on this whole rampage of learning about it. But when it says it in the Bible clearly, we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but, darkness. So if that person has addiction, that is a demon that's inside of them. And you can't do it on your own. And you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to fast. You're going to have to talk to God. God will send somebody, or it will go through you, or he will just remove it from that person. But that person is now, has this demon in them. And I think we don't address it because we don't want to sound like we talking about witchery and all that. But it's all through the Bible. That's all Jesus was doing, is casting out demons. So, it's there. And just because we don't see it like they did in the biblical days doesn't mean it's not here. So you got to understand that's what that's. My dad, he's a drug addict. My biological ticker, he's a drug addict. And my whole life I've known him as a drug user since I was able to remember him. And he tries his best not to ever come around me when he's on drugs or something like that. He's really stickler on that, But now he has a stroke, so his now means the drugs is what weed, and who ain't doing weed almost nowadays. So, but he was an alcoholic and a drug user. But the thing that he knew from me is, no matter what, my daughter loves me. Now I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was embarrassed though. I was ashamed. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like, oh, I saw him, because my biological ticker was on drugs, and he looked like he was on drugs. So those ones you see on TV or you see on the streets with drug addicts, That was Lenore's dad. I even claimed somebody else's dad. I created my own dad. I mean, I've done a lot. So, but when I was around him, I showed him nothing but love. But it was embarrassing. Like, it was very embarrassing as a kid to have to deal with it. Even as an adult, it was embarrassing. You know what I mean? But, that was my dad. And that was the same guy that introduced me to my husband. Who would have thought this crack-headed, drug addict person, alcoholic, would have introduced me to the man I'm with today? You wouldn't. So my thing is, people like to run away from people that do you wrong and doggy, but that's not love. You know what I mean? Love is, I'm gonna deal with you no matter what you're going through. And I think we miss that because it's like, I'm not dealing with it. And society says I don't have to deal with it. And we jump on society's back like, yeah, it's running stuff. But when you read the Bible, you can't jump on the society side and say that. Because God didn't tell you to do that. You know what I mean? And those are the people he's going to constantly. So we are his children. We are representing, God. Jesus died for us. That's our sacrificial lamb. So we out here supposed to be showing love to these people, family members, friends, people we don't know, enemies, people who trying to kill us and all that. We supposed to be showing love. Hard as heck to do. But when you think about somebody on drugs, if you can't love the person that you love through the storm and the situation, you ain't got love for nobody in the real life anywhere. You don't even love yourself. And I think we don't look at it that way, but it's read the word yourself. You ain't got to listen to me. Read it. It says it. How you judge and how you treat somebody is how they're going to treat you. It didn't say how you judge them if they don't crack and they ain't acting right, let them go. It says how you treat them. The same measure you give that person is the same measure coming back to you. It's hard. And Queen will drop somebody like a hot cake. It is
like a hot cake.
I do. I will let you go. I will not talk to you again, and it does not faze me because I don't like pain. And I tell people that all the time, I don't do pain. And I'm talking about physical, mental. I don't do verbal. No pain. Lenore doesn't do it. She will let you go before she sit here and deal with pain. That's who I am. And I have to, now he's telling me that you can't do that. Turn the other cheek. You know me, I want to say, you turn the other cheek. I want to turn the other cheek. When we went to get T-Mobile back to thing.
Oh, you over here going into a whole different, you got a whole.
I'm just saying, what people don't understand is addiction regardless. Me cussing people out was an addiction. Me going off and going off on people was an addiction. I found joy in that. It gave me a good high to go off on somebody. What you came towards me and my family, watch this. I loved it. Couldn't tell me nothing. I came back home chilling like I had me a drink or something. No, it was my thing. Yeah. But my thing is, I had to learn that I have to start telling people stuff in love. I got to learn to shut up. Because sometimes I can't tell you in love because I'm so mad, so I have to shut up. And that's what I did at T-Mobile. Like, I was in the middle of getting ready to get, I was getting happy. Satan was right there. So I'm like, yeah, get him. You missed it. And I was there, and I had to look at Mutt and Jeff over here. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. They already said I'm mean. Every time I turn around, every time I go to T-Mobile, I'm mean. So I'm not going to do it. But it's a thing that somebody who's addicted to something, and we pinpoint it on drugs, we pinpoint it on alcohol, we pinpoint it on substance, porn, but we don't pinpoint it on all the other stuff. And we have an addictive behavior on some things, but because ours is not known publicly like that, we only pinpoint it on people who have those situations. And they're all addiction, and we have to love each person going through. Some women like to just stay with their men that beat them because they feel like there's nobody else around. And guess what we do? We leave them. I done told her to leave that man. He keep laying hands on her and keep beating her. I'm not gonna be watching her go through. I don't want. It hurts me to watch her go through. I'm gonna let her go. No, you gotta love her through it. Okay, now you can say what she said.
All right, Sandra. She said on the other question that Prince Daniel asked earlier, what would you do if your partner had a secret significant other? She said she's gonna be gone. She does not film that. All right, States agree. Yes, there's demons all around. Sandra said yes, Sizzling Strawberry and Bro Panda. God is our biggest helper in our situation. We got to go to God for our strength. wisdom, and comfort. All right. Prince Daniel in here said, I would probably tell him or her to get his stuff and go. We gotta welcome somebody else in. We've got
Dance 87.
So you think you could dance? Welcome in. All right. 755 said, I always say,
no ice in it.
let a crackhead love a crackhead. Oh, you drinking my water?
Oh.
I
was mad too.
Drinking my water, talking about they don't have
no ice in it. You know, I gotta have me some ice. Throw that thing.
You over here acting up. And I don't know how you didn't realize you grabbing something that's bigger than what you drink. But anyway.
Because mine's big to me too.
All right. Yeah, so let a crackhead love a crackhead. Everyone needs love, says 755. Sandra said, amen, because mine had been drinking and way before I even met him. Her husband been drinking before he even met her. And he had issues with drugs, anger issues. She remember when she first met him, he was fresh out of jail. But there was something about him, and she just felt it so deep in her spirit, and that he would be fine and would be a better person. And she had faith enough to know that he could be a better man. And she says, amen. All right.
Yeah. Because everybody can't do that. That's why that one book in the Bible was an Ogar. It's not the book of the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Ogar or something. He had to marry a prostitute, and he had to keep buying the prostitute. She kept leaving and selling herself away. He had to keep going back. You know, we would have been like, Pastor, you need to let that go. You know you ain't supposed to be married. You see, you got an addiction, and you up here on the pulpit trying to preach, and you up here chasing down your hoe. Come on now. Church members probably left and everything because of that. But, you know, God was showing this is how my people do me all the time. And I have to keep getting them and keep helping them back and stuff like that. And he was teaching him a story. Now that you know how it feels, now you can preach the word about me. And my thing is, everybody that's on this earth in human form or not human form needs love. Mm-hmm. You get a plant and you show that plant love. You talk to that plant, you nurture the plant. That's why mine's always die because I don't ever nurture or talk to it. It dies. It's a plant. Mm-hmm. But my thing is everybody needs love. And he says you got to love him with all your might, body, heart, soul. And then you got to love one another. So those are the two biggest main things you got to do to be talking to God. Mm-hmm. And we failing on both because everything else is more important. But he's coming to reach for the people. When Jesus was on the earth, he wasn't over there with the rich folks chilling. He was in the gutter helping people that needed to be helped. And that's what we're here to do. And if we can't show love to one another, especially if you don't, and I always thought when he said, you know, show love amongst each other, so people on the outside can see it. I always thought he was talking about us church people need to show love amongst each other. But he's talking about our family. We got to show love to. Our friends that are close to us, we got to show love to. We got to show love to them. So then the outsider can be like, you loving this person and this person has done you wrong, then I know you will love me. Mm-hmm. And how do you love that person? And I go, God, because the show ain't me. Mm-hmm. You saw me back in the day. I was hood. You know what I mean? Now I'm over here all, you know, people will call me weak because I'm learning how to keep my mouth shut. I'm learning to love you even though you done slap me, dog me, disrespect me, ain't paid me back, ain't thinking about paying me back, and borrowed some more, stole from me. And I got to show you nothing but love. You know, that's hard as heck. And I don't care what nobody say on this chat here. That's hard to deal with. And it's something we got to do. And that's what it says to do. So for somebody with an addiction, is your husband or your wife, your kids, your family members, show them love and Absolutely. Pray for them.
755 said, I'm glad I have a great relationship with myself. All right. Ain't nothing like a good relationship with yourself.
Love being with myself. Me and myself have a good time too. I ain't gonna say I do. And I'm married. And Chris knows that. I have fun with myself. I had to learn to love myself and enjoy being around me. And once I was able to do that, nobody else can treat me bad. You know what I mean? So Chris can't dog or disrespect me or treat me bad because I love myself enough to go, sorry, you gotta go because me on first. Hey, you know it is, and he, you know, but he loves me, and that's what makes me love him. And we go back and forth on making sure we are okay with each other. And everybody ain't got that, but you know, it takes work. Ain't nothing easy. I ain't gonna sit here and say, "Oh, this is easy," because it ain't nothing easy.
All right, and then while we on Sandra, she said, "Facts, sisters and strawberry. I had so many friends telling me, why you still with him? Why don't you leave him?" And I told him, no, I know he's a great man. He would change, and I promise you that. But it took God, God's timing to change her husband, and she had to go through the trials and tribulations that they've been through. She's saying amen to it. Big facts. We also got to say something for sisters, or for our sister Sandra Clark, aka Boo Bears, because she reached 1 month of having the emojis here. So we gonna see what she's saying over here. Like,
Okay,
what you trying to say?
What you talking about?
What you trying to say?
Yeah. Ain't nothing free about us.
Congratulations, Sandra.
Congratulations, sis.
A milestone a little bit early.
Back.
All right. Now we're going to welcome in somebody else.
Okay.
She is in the building. All right. She a queen, but we're going to announce her as Miss QT is in the building. She said, "What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
How you doing? It's nice seeing you in here."
Yes, I hope you're doing well.
All right. So, yeah. Prince Danny, he's coming around. He said, "Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, Queen Lenore, when you're talking about this addiction thing. I definitely see the situation."
Yeah.
Stay said, "Preach." Okay, she was feeling what you were saying earlier. If you guys have any relationship-related question, feel free to drop it, because we coming to a close real soon here.
Yeah, we are.
Now, I'm going to come through with my question.
Okay.
This is a nice, simple question, so we can get into whatever you guys drop, if you guys drop. But how do you feel about financial decisions? Like, let's say you're going to purchase a car. Do you feel like your husband or wife should know? Or do you feel like it matters about where you're at financially? Or, should you say something? Are you required to say something? Like, are you not required? What do you feel about that? Oh, I'm buying the car regardless of how much money I got in the bank. Do you feel like that's something that should be announced to your husband or wife?
Okay. I haven't had to think about it. Give me a second.
Yeah,
here.
it's a variable. Is it? Oh,
Because
we got a joint account, single account. Does any of that matter? Should you let your partner?
Those things do matter. Because what you do with your money is what you do with your money. If we have a joint account, that money that's in the joint account is not going to your car without having a conversation with me.
Okay.
Period. Because that's usually our bill money. If we have extra, that's probably because we're going to do vacations or something like that. Or we buying a big thing, or we have discussed buying a car, and then we know what car and what we're saving up for. Those things. But if I have my money, you have your money, and it doesn't interfere with the middle money, I really don't care what you do. If you want to buy a car, buy a car. Excuse me. I would think you want to talk to me about buying a car just to make sure that, maybe, I didn't feel like we needed to talk about something because I might be trying to surprise, but I might need you to help me with the middle money for a while. I would think you would want to talk to me about it. But and if it's your money for you to do whatever you want to do, ain't got nothing to do with me. I would just hope you pay straight cash for it, so it never has to lean into being a part of our money in the middle. Okay. You never know what financial situation might come up.
Exactly. All right. Well, Miss QT, she said, "I'm doing fabulous. Cannot complain." All right, that's good to hear. QT. She had to drop them run me my money emoji.
Yes.
All right. Stacey said, "Yes, I think big purchases should be a conversation."
Yeah.
All right. And Oreo Mouse coming through on the other account, just Oreo Mouse without the A. All right. Oreo said, "I think so, because there are other expenses that you both need."
Yeah. Like I said, it depends on how you guys do your finances.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, one, I don't get in couples' financial situation.
Decisions. Yeah.
But it's really how you guys do your finances. Like if you have your special account just for you. You could do whatever you want because that's your special account. Because your portion of the money is coming over here, my portion. But if you end up your portion, it can't come in because you bought the new vehicle. Oh, now we have a problem because you didn't discuss this with me. I didn't agree that I was going to try to have to take over for both of us. If something failed, there's a problem. But because I'm on this newfound journey that we just learned on Monday, if we a family that gives and gives and gives, I already know the vehicle will be taken care of because God had us. But I still would want you to talk to me about it personally. I personally would want you to talk to me about it even if we both have our own separate account, just because I don't want nothing to ever come between us.
Yeah, this sounds like a joint account conversation with Oreo saying because it's my money and I need it now.
Yeah. Well, as I said, it goes on each person.
The hashtag on,
Because like me and Chris, we don't have a joint account.
Yeah.
So what Chris does with his money, as long as he pays what he's supposed to be paying, and I pay what I'm supposed to pay, it really don't matter. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But even like when I was buying that wig that I didn't want to buy, I still talked to him about it, and that was only $100, and I still talked to him about it.
Well, yeah,
so I would just say,
Stacey, even kind of piggybacking off what you're saying right now, even if it was all cash, wouldn't you want to share the exciting news with your spouse?
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I feel like is significant enough.
So if you're trying to surprise the spouse, say we got a new family vehicle.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to talk to the spouse about it.
It's situational, but if you just buying this, like, let's say you're a car collector, all right? Wouldn't you want to let your spouse know about your car collection?
Unless you're trying to hide something. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So I feel like there should be a communication there.
Yeah.
Stacey,
but I can see you doing that, and that's why I'd be like, I got to deal with it. Cause, but you're young. I don't know if you'd be like that when you're older, but right now you'd be like, what about it? I'd take your money.
I definitely could understand that, but I feel like even then it still would be a conversation.
I think it's a conversation.
Yeah, I feel like, I might just do it on my own. But then again, after I do it, it is a conversation.
But
I might not
want you to do it
pre.
before.
Yeah, the pre is the whole point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand both sides of it. If you're able to take that hit on whatever expense and you buy it, then yeah, I mean, and then at that point, if you're saying on that train of thought, at what point is the purchase big enough for that needed to be communicated to each other? If you're buying the toothbrush at the store, do I need to tell you about that toothbrush I bought that was $3.99?
Because I had no financial bearing.
At the Dollar Tree? Do I need to let you know about that new game I bought, the game system?
See, that depends on your financial situation.
Yeah, no.
I remember me and Chris were struggling, and Chris, we needed groceries, and Chris went and got his eyebrow pierced.
Yeah.
Well, I was pissed.
Yeah.
Now I know that eyebrow piercing didn't do much, but that was groceries. It was
And
about $80 or $100. That was groceries, and we didn't have no money. But you know what? You was gonna be hungry, and what I said was, "How you gonna eat your eyebrow piercing? I don't want that on mine. I want food. How you gonna eat it?" And then he gave me that look, and I was like, "What?" So it really depends on your financial situation and stuff like that. I just think it's always a great thing to do is talk to your friend.
Stacey said the same thing. How big is defined by the couple's finances? And I feel like if you are in any financial situation like that, I mean, I feel like it's a conversation regardless if the purchase is big enough. But yeah, it does scale. If you are barely making ends meet or making a little over, that purchase, $400 or $500, even a bit over $200 purchase.
$80.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, listen,
holding on to some money.
It could even be $20, $40. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's the whole thought of, all right, if we're moving together as a unit, it would be kind of nice to know.
As one.
Yeah, it would
so
be
if
nice
your
to
other
know.
half don't know, you are splitting up the one.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You are as one.
It
so
should
I
be a
think
little
it's communicated.
communicated.
I don't need to talk to you about toothbrush and toothpaste and mouthwash. We're using that. That's a necessity now. That's not a want. That is a need.
Yeah.
Totally different than a want. You know what I mean? But there's some things I want right now. I ain't getting it because it's not a need at this moment.
And then I feel like it would be a problem, especially if your partner is financially irresponsible.
Like
I think that's where the problem would come, because I feel like then we would need to communicate that. If you just once in a blue splurge on yourself, and we have that understanding, I don't need no announcement that you finna pay for this. I mean, I'm gonna see it, but I don't need that whole big conversation.
Exactly.
But if you are doing it and now it's detrimental to both of us, or you like, maybe you need to dial it back a little bit, and we need to talk about that. I feel like, that is a good place for the conversation. But Stace came through with another conversation. And before we get to that question, we're going to get to her comment here. She said, because we're not finna talk about how much I spend on crab supplies. All right, now Stace come in probably with our closing question here. We've answered this one before, but I mean, I feel like this is always a good question just to get everybody's idea and how they feel on things, because especially what you say and what you actually practice could be completely different things, depending on if you're married or not. But Stace says, should married people have separate bank accounts?
Yes.
I definitely agree.
It's still up to you, but I definitely think you should have your money and he should have his money. Yeah. And if you want to have a joint account, have a joint account. But I definitely, my thing is, I shop and try to surprise my husband anytime I get some extra money.
Yeah.
If we are sharing the same bank account, and I ain't got
Amazon,
he gonna see all this stuff. It's no longer a surprise. Yeah. And I think everybody should know how to budget. Yeah. And do their own account. So if a person passed away, you used to hear back in the day where the woman is like, I don't know what to do. I never paid any of the bills. Because you didn't have anything of your own. Mm-hmm. So it's like this shock to your system. Yeah. So I do think you need to have separate accounts. And if you want to have a joint account, have a joint account. But yeah. I believe every married couple should have separate accounts. I do.
I mean, I feel like especially if we stepping into marriage, this is just for me personally, all I can go off of. But yeah, we're going to have, like she said, we're going to have the separate account. We're going to have the joint account. We might have a whole bunch of other accounts for different funds and different things that we want to set up, different goals in life. We might have a business account where we do our independent businesses or whatever. There might be a lot of that, but that separate account, I feel like, separate account, and if you got the means for it, have you a nice joint account where you both come together and pay bills and do whatever, or this money-free game for both ends. Whatever you want to do, whatever's comfortable for you. Yeah. A lot of people, they might, like Queen Lenore says, if you're doing a lot of surprises or doing gifts and stuff like that, you having your partner peeking into your financial, they can see that, Amazon. I seen this box, but now you done ruined the whole surprise.
Yeah, you went big and tall. What you getting that big and tall?
Exactly. You over here buying from the PlayStation store?
Yeah, that's mine,
Exactly.
And I don't do joint account, and it's not because of Chris, it's because of me. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't do joint account because of me. I'm bad with finances. Yeah. And I will spend our savings on crafts and stuff that I don't need. So that's on me.
So your limitations.
Yeah, so I won't do it. If I know I'd rather just go, Chris, can I have some money? And he give me money, or Chris, can you cash out me some money or something? And he just give it to me, and that's what it is.
That's full transparency.
Yeah, but I would be the one. We would have marriage problems because I would always be in our savings. Just being honest. And I'm being very transparent how I am. I'm being very honest.
I mean, that's good to be transparent, because when it comes to finance, that is the most important thing, because money is a tool, but also we depend on money in a lot of different ways. And if all of a sudden we short because you done blew up the savings account, now it's going to be a problem. Yeah, like Bubba said, he said, say it. All right. He agreed with that. We need that transparency that you need your own account.
Yeah, but no.
I feel like, well, how would you feel if you guys opened up an account to build to step out of that, Would you ever do that or no?
No, because I'm the bad person. Okay. I know that. Like, I literally know that I will spend the money. Because now, my business needs this, or now I'm going to try this other in the business, and I got all the money over here. Okay, and in my head, I'm going to pay it back. And then I don't, and then Chris is mad.
Not for that.
No. Now, I would give Chris the money, and as long as I can't touch it or see it, I'm fine. I really
So if y'all had like a joint account, or we're going to have this account for the bills, and you just throwing in whatever you can, chump change, and
Yeah,
they bills.
it would be a
That'll
joint
be
account
fine.
that I can't look
Yeah,
at.
you can't access to that. You can't access that.
Yeah,
account.
if I look at
you
it,
can only add. You can't deposit the money.
I can't take it away.
Yeah,
I can deposit.
yeah.
I can't
Or you
take it
can
away.
only deposit.
I don't even want to
You can't
see
withdraw.
the amount. You know what I mean? Because usually we don't have to put in the same amount. You just put in what you want every time.
Yeah.
And then I go in there and I see we got $100,000. Well, you know, that's it.
So you would kind of want to like a piggy bank. You don't really know what's inside. You just dropping money in. Okay.
Yeah.
So you would like a nice piggy bank.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a group fund. We just throw whatever in there. Nobody knows.
Because you gotta
Till we got
understand
a vacation
yourself.
or-
And like
Yeah.
I'm not in denial of who I am. Like I'm always in my mind, I always have a new business adventure that comes in my head. I'm always this. And if I see this money over here, I got and I can talk Chris into me doing the new business thing because he's always been supportive of my business.
Yeah.
So anything I do support, that's the man I ask for. So why would I put myself in a position that will derail that and cause issues in our marriage? And that's what you have to always constantly think. I think about Chris's feelings on stuff that I know that I can get away with most likely because he's always taking care of me. He's always giving me whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I can take advantage and I don't want to. So I would not put myself in that predicament. That's where as a wife or a husband or a friend or business partner, you want to always think like that because you can slowly, easy take advantage of somebody you love without even trying. And so my thing is, no, I would not put myself in that predicament. Now, all y'all can because y'all might be good and that might help y'all.
Yeah.
No, I need my own money so I can do whatever I want to do and call it a day. And if I want to save for a trip, I need to learn how to save for a trip on my own or I'll be left behind. Those are things I know I need. But if I see that money and you got $20,000, you think I would have been cheap waiting for Sleazy to come bless me with that cricket? I would have had the big cricket. I would have had the brothers. I would have had the other company. I would have had all kinds of cricket machine and don't know how to use damn one of them. I would have all the supplies I need and don't know how to do damn one of them. Best believe Lenore knows when she gets crafty, she will spend some money on some craft stuff. So no.
Yes, she will.
I could not do that that would to me would cause a problem in our relationship, and that would be a financial issue because finance is one of the biggest causes of divorce as well as communication. And I do not need to cause them to be a divorce because Lenore doesn't want to be divorced. Thank you.
All right. Well, we got to welcome somebody in here. All right. We've got
Red Rock TV.
Red Rock, how you doing today? He said, hey, family.
Hey.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Absolutely.
That's
Rock,
right.
Man, he said elevation.
Elevate.
Go to a whole nother level. All right. Sanders, I think we should have a joint account, but I agree. You guys have a separate account for buying your partner surprise gifts. I don't see an issue with it. I believe in separate and joint accounts.
Yeah.
I believe both. But in a situation like Queen Lenora, I definitely don't want to have no joint account. All right. In a situation like that,
say that then.
A joint account is not for me.
Yeah, it ain't.
But it really does depend on the relationship.
Yeah.
Or you'll say, oh no, sorry for blowing the savings account. Sorry for blowing up the savings account.
You can only say sorry so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Prince Daniel, he said, should married people have a separate bank account? Because I believe what's mine is yours. All right, it doesn't matter to me. I go by what my woman says.
See,
Prince Daniel.
Yeah.
Woo, you got a whole lot of faith in that option right there.
No, because some women are really good.
Yeah, no.
If you got somebody like me, yeah, you can say you got faith in that option. But a lot of women ain't like me. A lot of women are very good with money and stuff like that, and they will take care of everything. And just like there's some men that's good. Like I said, if you got that type of woman, yes, do that. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. If you got a woman like me, you don't.
Well, and I gotta agree with what Sleazy is saying right here. I gotta have my own side money because for me personally, the way I look at things is like, all right, we got a joint account. We might be both pitching in money, but at the same time, that is an amalgamation of both of our funds. So if I'm taking you out or if I'm wanting to buy something on my own or something like that, what do I look like swiping the joint account? You know, it's like I still want to have my own account where I can.
And you want to buy
whatever
yourself
I wanna
without
do.
even be questioned.
Exactly. Without
Not
the
like
question.
a big thing like a car, but you might want to go
yeah,
and buy you a
that's
toy
small.
car.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with, what you want. You know what I mean? You do what you need. Like Chris over here buying, he ain't got to go, baby. Can I buy a video game? No, it's your money. Do what you got to do with your money.
Oreo said, yes, side money. Stay. Listen, this is getting a little crazy. Stay said, I'm a numbers person and a control freak. She admit both, all right? We can have 50 accounts, but I will know what's in all of them.
See, yeah.
Now, Stay, she kind of acting
go
up.
too far,
Listen, we can have 50 accounts on that 49th account. That is my account.
You won't even know about it. You gonna act like that, Stay.
We gonna mess around. I'm gonna mess around and open up a bank in a different country. All right, we're gonna be on some foreign currency. You're not gonna know what's going on in that account. I might have to convert that every time I pay for something. That 49th account. Listen, this on stealth. Okay?
You just won't know about 51.
Exactly.
Area 51.
And there's a whole lot of strange things going on that you do not need to know about. All right, it's on lockdown. Stay said, but but I also think women should also have their own secret stash.
Yeah, I think both people need to have their both.
You see, Stay, you acting up.
No, because it's always told. Women are always told by their mothers to have a secret account. So if you gotta leave, you not.
You gotta reset that.
Women, mothers have always told their girls to always have a secret account. Mm-hmm. So when they have to leave or go somewhere, they're not dependent on that man. Because at the time, we always depended. The man was always the one working, the woman stayed home and cleaned the house. So you needed to have that extra money. So we are found with that. I just believe now is both people should have their secret account so they can do what they need to do. Because now women are running and have more money coming in than men.
Yeah, it's both sides.
But yeah, and I agree with back in the, and I still think we should all have our secret accounts.
JC said, I feel like it should be 3 accounts, a joint account and the 2 personal separate accounts. And that's that's what I really believe in, JC. You got that joint account for, whatever you want to do, maybe your vacation, bills.
We say bills on our personal account just for us.
Yeah,
for whatever
exactly. On the joint account, that's what. I believe in that. I
agree. Like I say, if you can do it, you do it. We don't have joint. Mm-hmm. Me and Chris don't know what joint look like.
She said, "Make sure it's something in the account."
Yeah, you got to.
Stay's acting up. She said, "I'd have that foreign account in the Excel spreadsheet so fast." Listen, Stay. Now I gotta stake some crypto. You can't know how much I got, and you got it. Listen, we got this. There's gonna be a workaround. All right.
I'm about to go to my virtual account to put that little toggle thing on your face. Virtual account. You thinking I'm over here playing video game? You thinking he over there playing video game? He over there transferring money in his virtual account?
Listen, we over here. Now I gotta have some gold stash. Okay, you messed things up right now. I'm gonna have to buy assets. Sleazy said. Favorite nephew said account out the country. Listen, it seemed like that's not even working at this point. Sandra said, I agree with that choice to JC family. She said, since Juju dropped facts, all right. Sleazy said, can't tell what's in your left or right hand. Exactly.
That's true.
All right. That's wild. But anyway, we're going to welcome in somebody.
Yeah.
Sweet what? Sweet who?
Sweet Ree.
That's who. We got Sweet Ree in here. She said, hi, love and live.
Hey, sweetie.
What's going on, Sweet Ree? Okay, now, okay. Oh, Stay said, I'll count your coins in my sleep. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Sleazy says she got your Apple Wallet on her phone. Don't add up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
And you ain't even gonna check it because
I'm locked out of my account. You got you in my account from in mine.
Women are good.
I thought I was hacked.
Women are very good.
I thought I just got hacked.
I told you gonna have them calls on the channel for money. You think he played a video game?
For real. Exactly. What game are you playing? This is the counting game.
Yeah.
It showed me how to, financially.
Yeah.
That's what I'm playing right now. Sleazy said, "Man, Stay's not playing. I'm gonna have to say some change
somewhere.
Yeah, you got to put it somewhere.
Stay is on it. Stay is on the money. All y'all she gonna know all y'all bank accounts.
And she gonna
I'm
write that on
just saying,
that
next to Stacey, so
Excel
I can
sheet.
learn every detail. How you do that, girl?
Oh man, that is too much.
Oh, you
I don't
said,
know if I can do it.
I
on that
need
one.
to learn. I got some
nickel,
craft
nickel and
stuff I
dime and
need.
everything, understanding everything to a T. Every penny that's in that account.
Yeah, because y'all know I'm next door to Craft Warehouse. I've been and took his money to Craft Warehouse.
Oh no.
I don't have no money.
And I don't believe that either, so I don't listen to that.
Yeah, no, I feel
Well,
like
buried in the backyard.
I feel like that's
Didn't say mom. It's buried in the backyard somewhere.
I'm not listening to Christian topics, man.
So you said Stacey says blamed it on being a numbers person. I think you just nosy, Stacey. Oh man.
Yeah,
She said she's a control freak though, so you know she
And
understands.
control freak is what?
She gotta have the
Nosy.
control. She gotta have the
And
control.
they nosy.
Yeah, and know every detail just because. Sandra says, sis, stay. If you don't if you don't know, you're gonna learn today. Boom, exactly.
Exactly.
With that account history is logged, how much money going in and out. She got better documents than the bank. Okay.
There you go. There you go, Stacey.
Oh man. Stacey says, I like to see.
Exactly. She ain't playing with y'all.
All right, but we finna hop off, y'all. We had a lot of good conversation. You know, a lot of different real good relationship advice here.
Yeah, we did.
You know, we even got into the financials at the end here.
Yeah.
So, a whole lot of good things, a whole lot of gems dropped. Queen Lenora, she went on to tell a good story about addiction and how you should love through it. All right. And a lot of people lose that love. But what we're going to say is remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 Love and live show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and live. Let's go. Love and live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Always relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you Bigger nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and live show.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live.
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last. Yep. This is love and live shots.